What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so at first I didn't really put much stock in this. I had heard some rumors um, that Trump may commute Diddy's sentence, but I didn't really put too much stock into this. But now this seems to be something that is actually credible. It's not etched in stone. He may still deny or still decide against it, but this may be uh, a monumental week in Diddy's life. So, according to TMZ, Donald Trump is considering commuting Diddy's sentence, and it could come as early as this week. Donald Trump is considering commuting Diddy's sentence as early as this week, according to a high ranking White House official. According to sources, the president is vacillating on a commutation. We're told some of the White House staff are urging Trump not to commute the sentence. But of course, Trump will do what he wants. And sources say Trump could set Diddy free as early as this week. Diddy is court serving a 50-month prison sentence for violating the Mann Act. He's served 13 months, and with credit, he could get out in around 2 years. But none of that matters if Trump commutes his sentence. Last week, of course, Donald Trump commuted the sentence of former Congressman John Santos. And it's already been reported, of course, that almost immediately after Diddy was sentenced earlier this month, I think it was October the 3rd, his legal team was in touch with a high-ranking White House official who has the ear of the president regarding a commutation or pardon. Just days later, Trump told the media he was aware of the request. Of course, Diddy fell out of Trump's graces when he supported Biden in 2020, but Trump did not slam the door shut or showing Diddy mercy. And it's going to be up to what Trump decides to do. Now, at one point in time, these guys were friendly. These guys were friends. Before Donald Trump entered politics, as a matter of fact, Trump was sort of seen as, I don't want to say a friend of the black community, but he was seen as something of an icon of the black community to a certain degree. Like rappers always, name checked him. Many rappers, of course, if not totally name checked him, they made references to him or his businesses or his buildings, or he was not at all what we have. He was not at all what we see and think of him today. Not to say that you couldn't do research and find some instances of allegations of racism with Trump. The difference was Trump was a Democrat. And that's why I always say that a lot of times when you are affiliated with a party, it's like being affiliated with a gang. Because you look the other way when fellow gang members do things that the other gang does that you condemn. So, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if Robert Byrd was a member of the Ku Klux Klan or a grand dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. He was a Democrat, so you forgive him. It doesn't matter that George Wallace was an avowed segregationist. He's a Democrat, so we forgave him. You see how that works? But anyway, I don't know what Trump's going to do. I have no idea. Donald Trump can be very petty at times. But at the same time, who knows what type of... Look, let's be honest. If you really look into the Trump administration, they are the most corrupt administration, pound for pound, in American history. And by that I mean, I'm not saying the president can be bought off or paid off, but I don't put anything past this president. This president has enriched himself. The Trump family has enriched themselves in less than one calendar year in a way that no other administration has, as far as the key figures, have enriched themselves at any other time in this history. Donald Trump has gone from being worth, what was it? I think at the end of his presidency, Donald Trump was worth $2.5 billion. Last I checked, now he's worth $7.5 billion. I mean, he's still a billionaire, but he's now entered basically into the 400 richest people in the world. Um, so look, man, if there's anybody that's going to grant Diddy his freedom, it'll be Donald Trump. Because I dare sure doubt that the Biden would have done it, and that's interesting because Diddy went out of his way to campaign for both. I remember correctly, both Hillary and Biden back in 2016 and 2020. And I can tell you, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that if Hillary Clinton had been president now, she wouldn't have pardoned him. And if Biden had got reelected, he wouldn't have pardoned Diddy. Nope, he wouldn't have done it. We know Barack Obama, chicken ass, wouldn't have done it. Barack Obama was too scared to pardon the long dead boxer Jack Johnson. Trump did that. Now, like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't like him. I've made it clear time and time again I don't like Donald Trump at all. But, you know, at the same time, I got to keep it real on both sides. Now me, I do hope that Diddy gains his freedom because I think that what he has been accused of by the mainstream media, or what they suspect him of being guilty of, um, isn't the same as what he was actually accused of and what he was found guilty of. I've never seen the media slander somebody as much as they have him. Yes, he beat up that girl. I don't know how many times I have to state that, and it's terrible what happened to her. But Cassie has gotten $30 million for her troubles, if not more than that. Um, you know what I'm saying? She's been well compensated for that ass whooping. And if if Diddy can pay me $50 million for an ass whooping, I'll take it. And that might sound harsh and cruel, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it's fucked up that he did that shit. And yes, in many ways, he's a scumbag. But I would argue that part of the reason why he was a scumbag and why his personality changed is because of drug usage. Drug usage often makes people very, very violent and make poor decisions in their lives. It makes them impulsive. It changes people's brains chemically. And the reason why I say it like that, I focus on the drug usage is because that's what I see people, the same people who call Diddy animals, call Diddy an animal and call Diddy a monster. When it comes to Charlie Sheen, they blame his violence on his drug usage. So I just say what's good for the goose is good for the gander, you know? But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. Tell me what you guys think.